Hi guys, welcome to the Spill and Grill,
where you spill the stories
and we grill them to perfection.
Once again, I am Sara.
And I am Tashinga.
All right, guys, let's get started. Okay, we've got a really, really good set of stories today. I worked in a healthcare adjacent business. We were specialists, but it was also retail. There was a client who kept coming in for made-up reasons, just to chat with me. I was in a relationship at the time. He was cute, though. So when I broke up with my ex, I did something I shouldn't have and grabbed his number from the system, and I sent him a text. Note, I was 19. Yes, bad move, but he had offered his number previously. Anyway, I asked him if he wanted to get a coffee sometime, and he absolutely did. So we went for that coffee, and oh my god, if red flags had legs.
I like that.
This guy was a little older than me, late 20s, if I remember correctly. During the coffee, he told me how he had 2 children and their mother was crazy. She was only 18. He wasn't working currently because his last 3 bosses were all idiots. And he showed me his multiple Dragon Ball Z tattoos. So we finished coffee and went our separate ways. He texts me almost immediately saying he's never met anyone like me and that I was incredible and he thinks he might be in love. And when can he see me again? I say, whoa, dude, back up your truck. It was just coffee. I'm really sorry, but I'm not interested in taking it any further. And then this man lost the plot on me. I'm talking 7 days straight of abuse, name-calling, threats, missed calls, unaliving himself threats, guilt-tripping, threats to tell my bosses how I got his number, the most unhinged, awful stuff, saying he won't stop until I agree to see him again. I stood firm and did my best to ghost him, apart from the occasional stop. After about a week, I said, fine, I'll have dinner if you stop this. And you know what happened next? He said, actually, nah, don't worry about it. You're obviously not really interested. And I never heard from him again. I wonder where that guy is now. He's probably in jail or something.
Thank God you never heard from him again.
Right?
Thank God.
You got let off easy. Actually.
And let that red flag run. Like, let it do a marathon, actually. Run.
Yeah, absolutely. Good thing, whatever you did, I guess that 1 week, not wanting to talk to him, I guess that waiting period for him made him lose interest. But thank God, because not many people can get rid of psycho people like this that easily.
No, not at all. Like, for me, day 2, I would have called the police.
Yeah.
So what was the whole point of, the 7 days of the abuse? You know?
Just wants what he can't have.
Yeah, but at that point, I'm sorry, day number maybe 2, I would be calling the police.
Or just blocking. Why didn't you block him?
Yeah, but even if you block, people will find a way. There's Facebook, there's
True.
Instagram, there's emails,
there's your brother's
LinkedIn.
number.
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of ways to find out about people. So, direct message on TikTok. Snapchat, I'm sure people are still using that these days. There's many ways. Of course, guaranteed you would have to block that person from every single social media point, but still, I would have called the police. 7 days is 7 days too long.
Yeah. For threats, saying that he was going to himself.
We love that one. I mean, we don't, but when people do that, they know what they're doing, They know what they're saying to get a reaction.
Yeah. I wonder if she was actually agreeing to have dinner with him. Or she just wanted him to just shut up. But, I mean, it worked. Because she's like, fine, I'll have dinner with you. And then he's like, actually, no, don't worry about it. You're obviously not interested.
Yeah, but then he was also playing a game as well. Idiot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He was totally playing a game. He just needed attention.
Yeah, but you know what? You want attention, you go on a dating app. You get attention. You know what I mean? You don't have to abuse someone on WhatsApp or wherever.
You know what I think it is? I think that this guy didn't want to be the one rejected. He wanted to be the one doing the rejecting.
Yeah.
I think that's the case in this case. He just wanted to get back at her. He just wanted to say, checkmate.
Listen, at the end of the day, we all get rejected at some point. First date, second date, 10 dates in, we all get rejected. Like, something doesn't click, there's no connection, it happens. Even if you think you're as hot as shit, it happens. Like, I don't know if this bruises your ego or whatever, but grow up. It happens to all of us. The most beautiful, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, not everyone is going to love you. It's just not possible. It's not going to happen.
No.
Think about a business, right? There's hardly any business that has a 5-star review. You cannot make everybody happy. You're kind of hoping your business goes to 4.5 stars, but a 5-star business, it's rare. It happens, but it's extremely rare. Sure. And you've got to think of it that way too, with friends, with coworkers, with partners, people that you're dating. Not everyone's going to like you. Even if you are an amazing person, it's just not going to happen. Rejection sucks, but it doesn't have to be the end of the world.
No.
And you don't have to be harassing anyone just because they've rejected you either.
Absolutely. And rejection is just a part of growing up. It's human nature. You get rejected for an interview, right? It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same. So, wow.
But this is kind of scary, though. Like, guys should be okay with rejection. Just move on. There's tons of other girls. Yeah. And, like, I don't hear... I mean, I know girls do this as well. Yeah. But I hear a lot of guys who just cannot handle rejection.
It's true.
They just can't get over it.
It's really sad, though. And the whole, like, attachment thing. Like, what did he say? Like, oh, you're the best person I've met? Or, like...
Oh, yeah. After coffee date? Yeah. What did he say? He texts me almost immediately, so like within the hour, I'm guessing.
Maybe.
He's never met anyone like me, and I was incredible. He thinks he might be in love. No, you don't fall in love after 1 hour.
I know someone that told them they loved them after the second date.
What did they say? What was the reply?
That's the thing, like my friend said, and what did they reply? And I was like, I didn't ask that. I think I was in so much shock that you got told I love you after the second date, and it was a woman saying that to a man.
Oh, that's even worse. Sorry, ladies.
I mean, but they're still together, so.
Oh, they managed to make it work?
When they told me that, I was just like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
And then all my friends were like, yeah, but what did they respond? What did he say? Yeah. And I was like, I actually didn't think of that. I think I was in so much shock.
Okay. Yeah. But I guess if they're together, I mean, I guess it worked out. I don't suggest it for the guy or the girl to ever say I love you on a second date.
No, if someone says that to me, even if I think this is like something, it would honestly scare the shit out of me that I would have to say thanks, but no thanks.
It's called love bombing people, and it sounds like a good word. It actually sounds kind of nice. It's not a good thing. It's a form of manipulation. It is not good.
Yeah, but do you know what's scary about love bombing is that in the moment, in the time, it doesn't seem like unusual. It doesn't seem like someone's bombing you. It just seems like they want to spend time with me. They're getting me these gifts, or they're really trying to get to know me. That's, for me, is the scary part. Like, I feel like I would probably get love bombed in seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it's flattery for sure, right? And it does make you feel good.
Yeah,
but don't only think with your heart. Get your gut involved. Get your brain involved.
That's true. And speak to your friends and your family. The thing is, if I felt like, oh my God, this is actually intense, I would call Sarah, I would call my friends, I would call my mum, be like, oh yeah, this happened this week, is this normal? I'm sure everyone would say, red flag, with legs. Yeah.
I love that.
Me too, yeah.
Can we use that from now on?
We're going to use it from now on. Thank you very much, you know. What we are... Yeah.
And oh my God, if red flags had legs.
Yeah, we're going to be using that moving forward in this podcast.
I love that.
Me too, if red flags had legs.
Yeah. This guy sounds totally unhinged.
But like big time.
Almost immediately. So yeah, very quickly. She's probably like still in the car and he's texting her. She's probably just backing out of the driveway.
Well, like she said, back up your truck.
Yeah, I love that, by the way. Whoa, dude. Back up your truck.
That's true. Back it up big time.
Yep. All right. Okay. Next story.
After my divorce, I went on a date with a man that I was not particularly attracted to. I tried to base my attraction on far more than physical traits, but there was nothing about this man that drew me to him. However, I was trying to give him a chance. During dinner, he bragged excessively about himself. I wrote it off to he was nervous or really wanted to impress me. But he never asked me anything about myself. Nothing about what I enjoy, what I wanted for my future, what was important to me. What he did spend a very inordinate amount of time discussing were things that he thought that we should do with my house, my yard, and things that I owned. Even though it was exceptionally annoying and I honestly wasn't enjoying myself at all, I kept telling myself he's just nervous and wants to impress you. But I made a point of paying for my own meal, and as we left, I only consented to a stiff hug.
Oof.
Despite those things, he was pushing immediately. Spend more time together. I reminded him that I had already told him I had something scheduled and that I needed to go. Maybe 5 minutes later, as I was driving to my destination, he began texting me and asking me to set up the next date. For some insane reason, I was still trying to decide whether or not to give him the benefit of the doubt and another chance. When he became furious that I didn't respond right away, he proceeded to send a text after text insulting me. I got to my destination and blocked him. Glad I hadn't pulled myself through the hell of a second date. I have met many great men throughout my life. I have zero doubt they exist. They aren't the reason women are tired of men in general. Okay.
Nice ending.
Yeah,
I like
that is nice
Don't
ending.
give up. That's what she's trying to say. Don't give up, ladies. There are some good guys out there.
And also don't feel like pressured or feel bad when you block someone, because I feel like we tend to do that. Like, oh no, I feel bad, but I mean, this guy was intense.
He needs to be blocked.
Absolutely. And
He couldn't even wait. She was
No.
driving.
I know, right? It's true. Like, to get the response, to get a reply. And also, I mean, him just speaking about himself and his life, his money, whatever it is, it's just like, you're on a date. Like, you don't want to get to know the person in front of
Yeah.
you? Like, come on.
You want to impress that person, but you guys also want to get to know each other. So yes, advertise yourself, like boast yourself a little bit, but ask questions about them. It means a lot that you want to know about us as well. It's not the me show. It's not, I have a great job. I live in a great house. I've got a nice car. Yes. You know what? I've got a good job. I live in a nice house. How about you though? What do you do for work? You've got to have that conversation.
So yeah, it is a date at the end of the day,
Yeah.
right? And a date is about to get to know someone. So I do believe though, and I've read it so many times, when people go on dates or even when you're meeting new people, the reason why they speak about themselves is because they're nervous, and your own topic about yourself is easy to talk about.
Yeah.
That's why people do it. But I mean, in this case, I
She
don't know.
did say she chalked it up to nerves.
She did, and she said it twice. And I mean, bless her, she had just had, well, not just had a divorce, but she's a divorced woman, and she was not particularly attracted to this person. So
she really wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt to see, like, if she could be attracted to his personality. And clearly he was not attractive inside or out.
that's true. I mean, but what's with the, like, rejection? Like, okay, she didn't like you. Get over, like, move
Yeah.
on. Like, what's with the, you need to message me now? Like, she's driving.
Yeah.
And then she blocked, like, I don't get that. Like, you've met someone once.
Yeah, that's happened to a friend of mine on Tinder. So she matched with a guy.
Okay.
And she waited for him to say hi, but at that time she was walking to work at the time, and it was
Okay.
extremely cold outside. It was like Canadian winters.
Oof, okay.
And she had no gloves, so she was going to message him when she gets into work. It was about a 10-minute walk where she was. So 2 minutes in, after he says hi, are you going to answer? Another 2 minutes later, hello? By the time she gets to work, this is 10 minutes after he's said his first hi, he's unmatched her.
Oh, stop.
Like, they just matched. You don't know, like, he doesn't know when she swiped on him. So it's not an automatic thing. So I don't know why he wanted an immediate response. And yeah, it's people. I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah,
like,
me
just
too.
people disappoint me so much sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, just, and we need, okay, so not everybody reads, but we need some sort of, like, dating etiquette video, and people need to, like, get tested and they have to pass the test before they go on dates, because I just feel like people don't know how to act.
No, they don't. They don't.
Like the do's and don'ts of not going going on a date. Like, ask questions. Yes, talk about yourself, sell yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
But ask that person questions.
But I think
too.
the reason people don't know how to act on dates is because of these things. That's why. They don't teach us to be social.
That's true.
They teach us to be socially awkward.
Yeah. Besides its name.
Yeah, exactly. Like, when was the last time, like, someone approached someone in a bar? Like, almost if that happens, it's almost
It's
like, what
creepy
are you doing?
now, yeah.
Like, yeah, exactly. But it's, honey, that's how,
That's how it happened.
Our parents met.
Yeah. That's why we're here, because there was no social media back in the day and people had to meet organically. And I guess if you saw each other from across the bar and you saw each other, you know, and thought each person thought they were cute.
And got excited, you know, gazing eyes. This doesn't happen anymore.
Not much, no.
Approach people. Approach the women. Approach the men. Don't be afraid of it. I think it's refreshing.
Yeah.
It's not something new, guys and girls. We've been doing this for decades. Centuries, actually. So.
Yeah. But don't be creepy about it. Because,
No.
because you can creep out the other person. So,
It's true.
All right, guys. Well, that was our guys that can't handle rejection.
Yeah, episode.
And and guys who have to send mean texts after they don't get a reply.
Exactly. But yeah. Well, as always, guys, remember that we are not professionals. No. We are just giving our advices and our experiences. So take what we say with a real pinch of salt.
Yep. We're not psychologists. We are not dating coaches. No. We just like to read out stories and we like to talk about it. And sometimes stories are not funny at the time, but then they become funny later on when you talk about it. So,
exactly.
And we just like to share stories because there are so many of us, and we just want to remind people that you're not alone. These things happen to everybody, unfortunately. But they do happen to everybody.
It's true, yeah. So the email is on the screen now. Please email your stories, good or bad, or whatever you want to share. And if you are watching, thank you for watching. And if you're listening, thank you for listening.
Yes, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe.
I am Tashinga.
And I'm Sarah.
And you have been listening or watching The Spill and Grill. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.